It's just easier that way.
Oh, that way you can ruin it while we're on. Oh, hey, everybody.
That way I can ruin it. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, that way you can checking the volume. Okay, all right, everybody. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming. Once again, this is the Hero Hour, and I am joined by my ever faithful companion and very good friend and fantastic artist in his own right, Avery Butterworth. Say hi.
Fantastic in my own right.
Well, I was going to say in your own mind, but I figured that was a little too much.
in reality.
In reality. Oh, so how goes it?
Goes.
Oh, hey, Kodiak, get your butt in here, man.
How it do? It do what it do.
It do what it do? All right. Well, I don't know if this is probably a local thing, but the news was reporting that down at NAS Jax, which is where my dad works, they spotted a black bear on the naval station. And they're warning people, stay away from the bear and so forth and so forth.
Oh, Kodiak's a ginger. It wasn't him.
Yeah, well, I know. Well, then they said, hey, Bethany, how's it going? Then they said it's between 100 and 200 pounds. Now, first off,
black bears are small anyway.
Yeah, first off, that's a really big difference between 100 pounds and 200 pounds, And I'm more than 200 pounds, So, I mean, if I saw it, come on, bring it on,
Yeah.
200-pound black bear. I could
a 200-pound black bear could kill you.
I could take him out.
It could kill you. It's 200 pounds of a lot more muscle.
200 pounds of nothing but muscle, I bet. But I'm sure there's some fat in there as well. So
sure, but the bears, it's animal muscle density and ours. There's some differences.
Well, yeah, I know.
It's
like when they're talking about like apes and gorillas and all. They're pretty much all muscle.
Yeah.
To the point where
a chimpanzee that's half as tall as you.
Oh yeah.
Is over twice as strong.
It could bench press you with one hand. That type of thing. So yeah. Hey Tosspot, how's it going?
Hey Tosspot, what's up?
I got a Christmas card from Tosspot in the mail today.
It's a thank you card.
I know.
Yeah, I got one too. Thank you, Tosspot.
Yes, man. Thank you very much. Except it had the wrong address on it. It had box 339, and I'm at box 349. But it still got to me.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
I got mine like last week. Thank you, by the way, Tosspot. I appreciate that.
I did receive some mail in the some mail in the mail. I received a package in the mail. This one is from Tank.
Cool.
So let's take a moment and open this up real quick. Gotta be careful. You never know. And I know what this is, and it actually came in the mail earlier this week, and I just never got a chance to go by the place and pick it up. So okay, just making sure there's nothing that fall out. Oh, wow. I know he said he was going to send a bunch of extra goodies, but let's see what we got here. Oh, these are some prints of his little cards.
Oh, cool.
Very cool. They almost look like originals.
I think some of them are.
Well, heck, that's awesome. Well, let's see here. Ooh. Simon Says. 2064 Shadows, Simon Says. Very nice. Yeah, these look like originals, but I think they're prints, as you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
But
he prints it so you can see the brush strokes and everything. He doesn't.
Very nice.
He doesn't adjust it all out.
Very cool. I'm gonna have to get an original from Scalpel Zero in the future. Because I collect original pieces of art, that type of stuff. But very nice. These are very nice. But
you?
Yeah. This one is the original for Hero.
Oh, cool.
Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Did a good job on that. Very nice, very nice. This is going in my original hero art collection. Look at all the little details. What a pain in the ass that is. All right, very cool. I'm gonna have to frame this and put it up. But Tank, if you see this video later or you come in later, thank you so much. That is awesome. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Oh, and I have we have a peep show thing that we can do later this evening. But I promise it's not disgusting or anything. It's actually cookies.
Oh, okay.
My wife bought a new type of Chips Ahoy cookies, and I wanted to give them a shot. So, since they're new, we'll try them on camera, that type of thing. And I also picked up something at the store today that I shared with Mike, and he got very happy to find out that we found them. But we'll open this a little later as well. But we got a new Breakout Beast Series 2 egg. Yay! We haven't found these in months. We have not been able to find these, and they just hit Target. So we're definitely gonna have to complete this set as well.
Oh, I looked up some stuff on Choco Tacos. There are chocolate and peanut butter ones. It's just
really okay.
I don't know how you find them. I don't think they're local.
Well, we're definitely gonna have to keep it. I liked it, but not enough to where, it would become a mainstay. It would become a regular thing. But if they had different flavors, I would definitely try different flavors. Especially, you said peanut butter?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it. All right. Well, tonight I'm going to do a drawing. I'm kind of inspired by this story about this black bear, so I may do something with a bear in it.
And
because,
Taco Bell apparently in some areas now they sell the taco kits.
Yeah.
Apparently they have ones for making like your own chocolate taco thing.
Oh, really? Now I know they have their ice cream empanadas, and I know we've tried them once before. I didn't try them. Mike tried them, but I don't know if they're actually any good.
I don't either.
Yeah. Actually, no, it was Jen that tried them. What's her name? I'm not big on sweets and snacks, so I tend to stay away from that stuff. So
for some reason, certain ice creams came to mind today, and I was like looking them up, trying to like find certain ones from my childhood. I couldn't remember what they were, but I was like, which one is it that has the bubble gum in it?
Oh, geez, I know what you're talking about.
And I looked it up, and finally I found it. It's Screwballs.
Screwballs, yeah.
They came in that cone-shaped cup, and at the bottom there was this big gumball.
Oh, I was thinking about the ones that they're like the flat ones that had the clown face on it, and the nose was a gumdrop. So I was thinking of something different. So
I don't know what those are.
It was something you get from the ice cream man. The guy that goes around.
That's where I got those.
Yeah.
But what you're talking about, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Well, when you said gum, that's what I thought of first. So.
Well, we grew up in different parts of the country.
Well.
So that's probably,
That's got to be the reasoning.
That's probably part of it. Certain things are regional. Like when I saw those Taco Bell kits, I saw all this other stuff supposedly Taco Bell has, like ice cream things. I'm like, I've never seen or heard of any of that.
Those are the empanada things, I think.
No, it was some other stuff. It was not empanadas.
Oh, really? Okay.
No. It was like tacos and other type things. It's like, I've never seen those.
Well,
like I got the ice cream kits. Never seen those.
That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen.
Yeah, because
I think a lot of stores like Taco Bell do regional stuff. Where it's only available in certain areas because they're testing it out.
Yes,
that's probably what that was.
I just said some things are regional.
Yeah, well.
And then you're like, wait, yeah, some things are regional. It's like, Andrew.
I just confirmed what you said as a possibility. Don't you understand? I mean, I'm agreeing with you.
What it is you don't think a thought exists until you think it. And then you go, oh, yeah.
I have told you that's the truth before.
Yeah.
All these people out there in the world, they're not real until I give them their stories,
Utterly insane.
I know. I accept that as a fact.
That's not normal.
Well, nobody said I was normal. Ugh. So guess what I got set up today at the store?
I don't want to. I don't care. Just tell me.
My drawing table.
Okay, cool.
Yes, I got it set up. I do have to go tomorrow, and I have to chop about 6 inches off of it because it won't fit in the area that I have it in. So we gotta edit it slightly. And now you might think to yourself, man, why would you want to take something that you love so much, like your drawing table, and dismember it and mess it up and make it smaller? Well, it's either that or put it back in storage. You know?
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Why not?
Uh,
That's a normal, rational reasoning for one of the reasons why I do what I do.
I wasn't thinking. I never cared.
Well, see, that I knew too. So
It's like, no, you could just get a smaller drawing table. They make them.
no, damn it!
But okay.
My drawing table has been in storage for over 3 years. And I found a way in which to bring it back out and bring it back to life. It's a wonderful thing, and I'm very happy for it.
Yeah, I have 2 of them. I got 2 sitting in here.
Now, I only have one, and this drawing area that I work on is not that big of a drawing area.
I don't even use my drawing tables. Neither one of them are set up.
It seems like such a sad thing, you know?
I use my drawing boards more than I use my drawing tables.
Do you draw in your living room or do you draw in your studio area?
I draw in the living room or in my bedroom on a drawing table, on a drawing board most of the time.
See, I don't get a lot of drawing done in the living room because there's just not a lot of room. Hell, there's not a lot of room here on my drawing area to begin with either. So
I kick back in my recliner and sketch while I watch YouTube.
See, I don't have a recliner. The only recliner in the house belongs to the woman. So
you gotta fix that.
Well, we've talked about that. She wants our next recliner set that we get, or the next recliner we get, period, to be one of those dual recliners. You know, the two set up right next to each other. And I'm okay with that. I like that idea. The idea is to have it be very much like a what do you call it? Like a theater. You know, 2 seats together, and, you know, maybe cup holders and reclining and all that. Hey, Dillard, how's it going? He says, I draw on unarmed men. Oh, okay. Oh, he's so silly. So that's something we've talked about getting in the past, because we've always gotten a whatchamacallit, a recliner for her comfort and all. I never cared, you know, that was never important to me. But she's like, we need to be able to sit out here together and watch TV, and I like that idea.
You don't have time to watch TV.
Oh well, it tends to be true. Man, I had so much running around to do after work today. I had to make a Target run. I had to make a storage unit run. I had to make a post office run. Did I do the comic book store? No, I did that yesterday.
Yeah, you got the runs.
No, luckily I'm not that bad off. Thank you very much. Actually, the good thing is nobody in the house right now is sick. So
new comics sound depressing, dude.
Well, I only picked up previews. I picked up previews and bags and boards. Oh, and I did mention to Chip that he asked because I had paint on my hands. And he says, "What were you painting?" I said, "Oh, painting the store." And I said, "Ah, crap! I didn't want to tell him I had a store." But then I went into detail about it and said, I got comics, but it's mostly art. It's mostly that stuff. And he's like, "Oh, okay, cool." I didn't want him to think I'm stealing any of his customers because I told him I do not have new comics at the store.
Yeah.
It's not something I really want to get into.
You don't. New comics are depressing, dude. Oh, they're awful.
No. I did pick up previews, and I just flipped through the Marvel section of previews tonight. I swear to God, the first 30 pages of that catalog is nothing but new number ones. Just new number ones.
Garbage.
No. It's like they can't. And they're even restarting stuff that they just started like a few months ago. Which is like they're doing a whole new Ghost Spider, which is Gwen Stacy. I guess they're bringing her into the Marvel universe proper. So they're giving her a whole new series, which I swear they just restarted that.
Sounds awful.
Well, some people think it is, but
I bet you a lot of people think it's awful. Look at the sales. Look up the sales numbers. I'm probably not the only one that thinks that sounds awful. I'm sure I'm not alone.
well, I feel bad for some of these stores that have to order this stuff.
I don't.
I feel bad in the fact that that's their bread and butter. That's the stuff that pays their bills, and it's not always very entertaining. Yeah, and I noticed they in the latest Marvel previews, they're doing some new Power Pack series. I'm like, oh man, they're gonna ruin it. I just know it. No.
Sounds like it.
Power Pack was my jam back in the day. That was one of my favorite comics. That's one of the comics that got me into comics, besides Transformers and G.I. Joe. Those were my initial insertions into comics, Did you ever collect Power Pack?
God, no.
Oh, okay.
I thought it looked dumb.
I thought it was entertaining. It's the one series where if they brought it back and they did it right, I would gladly rebuy it. But they've kind of destroyed what the kids were about. They brought Julie Powers, who was the oldest sister. They brought her into the Runaways, and they kind of changed her a lot. And they did the same thing with the Alex, the oldest brother. They brought him into the Future Foundation, which is the Fantastic Four, the kids of Fantastic Four book stories. And I'm not sure.
Was that Franklin Richards on that team too?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't care for that book. It didn't look entertaining to me. It looked like it was for little kids.
I don't know if it was for little kids, but no. I'll show you what they're doing a little later.
It's
Maybe.
Okay. You can miss me with that.
Kodiak looks interested.
Kodiak, I'm disappointed in you. No, I never read it. It just didn't appeal to me. Back then, it was the X-Men books. And I dipped my toe in Hulk and Spider-Man every once in a while.
Well, see, I was around when Power Pack number 1 was out. You probably didn't start collecting till Power Pack was much late. Well, actually, did you start at Mutant Massacre or did you start at Inferno? We've talked about this before. Yeah. Like Mutant Massacre was issue 27 of Power Pack. So Power Pack had been going on for like 2.5 years when Mutant Massacre started, and I started with it with issue number 2. So, I mean, it was a better series at the beginning.
I just didn't want to. The fact that it was a book about a bunch of little kids didn't interest me. I just looked at it. I was like, yeah, I don't care.
Well, they crossed over with the X-Men from time to time, and I mean, there was that one issue of X-Men where Energizer, Katie Powers, the youngest one, had an adventure with Wolverine, which was pretty cool. That's the one with the Bill Sienkiewicz cover.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it.
It's the one where Wolverine's holding her up like the scruff of her neck type of thing.
I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, I swear you've seen it.
Maybe I did.
Yeah, well,
but it didn't make an impression.
No, I got you. It's one of those no-named X-Men issues where nothing really important happens and nobody really cares.
Yeah.
So, it's all right. It's all right. Kodiak says Andrew is a liar. Yeah, well, what's your point?
I wouldn't say that. That's a little strong.
Well, I have been known to tell the tall tale from time to time. So. Whether that's considered lying in your book, that's a whole other ball of beeswaxes. Oh, guess what movie opens up this weekend?
I
don't care.
I honest to God don't know, man.
Godzilla, the new one.
Oh.
I've heard good things, and I think Mike has tomorrow off. So we may actually be able to go see it. If we do, I'll let you know how it is. I'll give you a blow-by-blow, a blow-by-blow story synopsis.
I don't care.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Are there any movies that are coming out that you're looking forward to?
No.
Did you see the trailer for It 2? It Part 2?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't watch movie trailers, man. You know this. I don't watch them because I'm completely checked out.
I like movie trailers. I like watching movie trailers. I don't like it when movie trailers spoil the movies, though. But I like watching movie trailers. That's so weird because so many of them end up ruining parts of the movie, Tosspot says critics hate it. Well, then it's probably going to be a fantastic movie.
Oh, the new Godzilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a chance. Yeah, the critics are jerks, and not in a funny way.
I think the majority of critics, you have to think you're better than everybody else to do that job, And
Some of them,
Yeah, you have to believe that you're better than everybody else, which means when you say something about something, what you say has to be the most important thing anybody hears.
Yeah,
you have to. There's a level of arrogance about being a critic, and
they think they have something important to say. And the reality is, they don't.
What's up, Mr. Kodiak?
Just how bad is my fan coming through the mic?
It's enough that we know it's there, but it's not enough that I'm going to kick you off the show.
Yeah, it's not that bad, bro.
Yeah, you're okay.
Dude.
How's the AC thing going? Is it messed up?
My neighbor loaned me one of them $200 fans, one of those giant,
like turbo fans.
Yeah.
that pretty much tells the whole story right there.
Yep.
Well,
That's not what was keeping me offline. My wife is in the middle. Her job is just being weird, so now she's running late, and I had to go pick her up, or I will have to go pick her up. So I might have to just go, guys. I gotta go.
Okay, well,
Okay. It's okay, no problem. We understand.
does she like the new job?
Oh, she loves it. I can't stand it, but I mean, when that paycheck starts coming in,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, we had a conversation the other day. I'm like, look, you chose to be the corporate climber, the person who you know. First thing when my sister met her is like, awesome find. You know she's not gonna be a housewife, right? I'm like, yeah, I know. You can't put that girl. You can't keep her down to save my life. I wouldn't bet against her either, though.
Oh, you got a good woman there.
Yep.
Mm.
But yeah, I think I can share this. I'm working on a few. I doubt it can be seen.
Are you going to be taking the kids to any of the summer movies? You know, they have special deals with they used to be really cheap movies for kids.
Yeah.
It's something to do during the summertime, especially if you want to get them out of the house, you know?
Oh no, go ahead. I don't know. I'm with Avery on the depression on media. Even the movies, it's like, it's just depressing.
Yeah, I'm checked out. I don't care.
No, I still enjoy going to the theater, watching a movie, but I hate being there very long. I want to wrap it up. As soon as the movie's over, I'm ready to go. I don't want to stick around and, reminisce. Not that we do that a lot of that, but it's just like, I don't want to. I'd rather go home and watch a movie afterwards. Actually, I went and saw my father-in-law the other day, and we were talking. He was watching something on I guess it was on Netflix. He was watching a show called Hell on Wheels. I think it was it was an AMC show or something. And I didn't realize it had 5 seasons. So
Yeah.
I guess it was decent enough that, but I never saw it, and he was watching it, and I told him, well, I don't watch a lot of new stuff. I have a tendency to rewatch old stuff over and over again. Like right now, I'm jumping back and forth between The Office, which I'm watching for like the 3rd time, and I'm rewatching the Hannibal series, which I absolutely loved. And he was like, oh, that was gross. And I'm like, yeah, but I loved it. You know? Did you ever watch the Hannibal series, Kodiak?
No, I've never seen that one. Was it based on Hannibal? Like,
yeah. Well, it deviated. There came a point in the story where it deviated from the books, from the source material, which was okay because they did something different, and I liked it. But they knew at the end of the 3rd season that was it, so they kind of wrapped it up. And
it's based on
was
Red
happy.
Dragon.
Yeah.
right.
But it was good. I enjoyed it. But my father-in-law did not like it.
It's my 3rd time watching something based on that story.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't hate it.
And they got pretty lucky with that series, but they never caught lightning in the bottle twice as they did with Silence.
Yeah.
Well, none of the other movies were ever as good as that one, though. You know? Hannibal wasn't that great. It was okay. The remake of Red Dragon was okay. And,
yeah, see, a lot of people don't realize they did make those books in order.
I don't think they did. Well, yeah, they did, but
They did.
with different actors and all.
Yeah.
It wasn't until Silence of the Lamb did it break out and become that huge success, and then they said, ooh, let's go back and redo some of this. So.
And redo Red Dragon, yeah. Because the first version of Red Dragon was called Manhunter.
Yep.
Remember that Bad Girl comic book that I was talking about? Sent you a message of Avery.
Yeah.
I've both gone back to the drawing board and went with a different story. Like,
Okay.
it's just it's frustrating. My brain, I guess, overthought it to the point where I wasn't having fun with it no more, and I'm like, ugh, this is gonna suck. So I trashed it.
Got to have fun with it, you know.
Yeah.
It's not worth it if you're not going to have fun with it.
At least you see the fun in it, you know, where other people buying it might, you know.
No, if you're not having fun with it, even it's like one of these comics where even if it's a success, even if it, you know, even if it's success, if you're not having fun, it's not worth doing, you know.
How much money are you talking about? I mean, you might not know.
Well, yeah, I've never known money success. So I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think if I was doing a comic and I wasn't having fun doing with it, even if I was making Walking Dead money, I'd give it up.
Yeah, that's not smart.
Yeah, I know. Nobody said I was smart. I've never, ever said that. All right, I don't want to do too much more to this because I'm liking it so far, but where is my whiteout pen?
Because once you hit that kind of level of success, there's a lot of other people also that depend on you.
No.
What do you call a page that is a collage of like faces? Isn't there a name for it?
A collage of just faces?
Yeah, or you know, or characters with one fading into the background, maybe one body shot, just a collage of characters.
I don't think there's anything specific. To be honest with you.
I heard them.
There kind of is a term that's used for it.
Yeah, I heard
can't think of it right now.
Yeah, I heard it mentioned the other day, and I can't think of it.
Struzen, you know, that's his whole thing.
All right, what do you think? What do you think of my Black Bear, Kodiak? Did he come out good?
Oh, that's print worthy. That's more realistic than you normally go.
Well, I was just playing with it.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
I like that.
It's not really a character, but it could be, you know.
No,
But it could. Are there wilds in your universe?
Yes.
So there you go.
The majority of people that that Hero interacts with is civilized characters, but there are wilds out in the world. So
Why did it open up twice? My computer's glitching and it doesn't look okay. Just to add to the things. No. So I kept working on my fiddling with it once I confirmed it was the compressor had went, and I tightened a few things, checked a few wires, and I wanted to check one last time to make sure the compressor blew the switch, blew the main. And so I went and tightened it all up, hooked the fan back up, flipped the switch, and the compressor exploded.
Oh, dang.
That was the loudest sound I've ever heard that close to my body that I ever want to hear. Yeah. So
was there ever any like smoke or anything like that?
no, just the coolant, which since it's from 95 could be really hazardous. But yeah, that was loud too. And so the very first thing I did when I heard it explode is I ran to the breaker box to flip the switch back, and to make sure it flipped, which it didn't. So I flipped it back. I'm thinking, and so I'm running back over to the side thinking it's an electrical explosion or something. I really messed up, but no, it's just the pressure between the pressure and the heat of the compressor and the compressor not working correctly, having a short or something in it, just built up too much pressure and it just popped one of those things. But it sounds huge. Popped one of those things, one of the pipes, one of the copper pipes.
Coils.
Yeah. But when it goes, man, it's loud. It's loud as a car crash right by you, you know?
Yeah.
It was fun. Luckily, I had already written it off, and that's why I was like kind of playing with it. So
I'm glad nothing like blew up in your face, though, man.
Yeah. I had to look that up afterwards. Like, what would happen if
Yeah.
I was standing close to this?
All right, you guys have got to see this really quick. This is Rotten Tomatoes, which is trash to begin with.
Yeah.
But this is exactly what I'm looking for when I'm looking for a movie. Critics 40%, audience 90%.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. That's a fun movie.
Doug raved about it.
This is a go in, sit down, turn off your brain, and just enjoy the spectacle. And that's exactly what I want.
That's what a Godzilla movie should be, is a spectacle.
Exactly. Oh, I'm now even pumped up more for it. Now that I've seen that review, I'm more pumped up for it.
He's like, I like what Doug said. If you go in and you ask about the human, but they're not evolving the human element, you're not a Godzilla fan. He's like.
Or if you go in and say there was just not enough diversity amongst the cast, you just, just shut up.
Chester Busby will be the first to tell you how much. Well, I guess I don't know. It's an American cast, right?
The majority of it is, yeah.
Okay.
What's his name? The Takanama guy, he's in it. He's like one of the main head guys. But the lady that played Norma Bates is like one of the other leads in it.
Norma Bates.
Yeah. Did you ever see Bates Motel? The show Bates Motel?
The show, no.
Yeah.
Okay, the mother, Norma Bates. Okay.
The mother who played Norma Bates. Yeah. Come on, man. Follow along. I don't know her name. I just know what show she's in. So.
Hey, Avery, you got a way to click over yet?
What's up?
This is my rough outs. That's why there's so many different colors. But and it's gonna be moving around. But I got Shadow in there. I got Detective Dead.
What's up with that? Let me see that gun.
This gun?
Yeah.
It's just a box, basically.
Yeah. What's on the bottom
of the gun?
Yeah. What's at the bottom?
His hands.
At the tip. At the tip of the gun.
Right here.
What's that?
Yeah, it's at the wrong place. it's good.
Yeah, I'm like,
let's go up here.
Barrel underneath the slide. That makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly. No, I knew that, but it's just see how it slenders like that. So that's right now. It's just a box to a place filler. But yeah, good. Yeah, so it's gonna go there. But
now, could it have an extended pin? That's a thing. Some people do that. Especially, I've seen some 1911s that way.
Right.
Where that
I think that's what he carries. Detective Dead is a 1911 older,
but it wouldn't be that. That's a 19. Look up how 1911s are made. It's called a 1911 because the design was created in 1911.
Right. That's what, if you look at his whoever's drawing Detective Dead, it's real simplistic gun. That's why I just put the box thing there for a placeholder. Because I wanted to get it popping out, and then later I'll go and fill in the details. But it was real quick.
It still has its fans, but I'm like, yeah, no.
What kind of guns did Shadow have? Does it ever
Shadow?
say? Yeah.
I've seen him depicted different ways, but I've seen it as where it's very much looks like they look like big long slide 45s.
Yeah.
And the other way I've seen them is they're 50 cals that are, but not Desert Eagles.
Yeah.
It's this other thing that I can't.
I've seen him actually drawn with Desert Eagles, and I'm like, that's not right. Desert Eagles was an 80s construct.
I would draw it with long slide version of 1911s.
Did you ever hear that about the RoboCop gun? How it was supposed to be the very Desert Eagle that's at the end of the movie?
Mm-hmm. But it's too big. He was too big for it. He made it look
yeah, his gloves was. So they made the tombstone.
All right, you guys, you got to see this. This is the packaging for the breakout beasts. See how they look like the plastic packaging looks like membrane, and inside it's got slime. It's so wonderful. I'll let you guys go back to talking about guns while I make this video. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, Peep show, eat it.
I'm not eating this crap.
Why
No.
not?
It's not edible.
I'll give you $100.
You know
He's
what?
like, it'll cost me $1,000 to go to the hospital and have it pumped out.
I don't think you have $100.
I don't. I don't. I think I'm at minus like 3,000 right now. I don't know.
I know the feeling.
Although the owner, well, you know Keith Pearson, right?
No, not personally, but I've
You
heard
know
the
of
name.
him.
Yeah.
Well, the Alterna Comics popped up and it said, "What makes a hero?" And I'm like, and it was all in caps, and I'm like freaking out, like, what the heck? What the heck is going on? I'm seeing double. They're talking about hero. Anyways,
Nah.
Keith Pearson was doing one of his pep rallies on the Friday morning meeting this morning.
Mhm.
And he asked Tara something, and she got it right. And she's like the only successful one from the training class. So he handed her a $50 bill. And I'm talking a brand new, crisp $50 bill.
Oh, very nice.
I was like, God damn it.
I had that happen to me one time when I was back at my old company. They were having some type of anniversary thing, and they had like a raffle where they were giving away something, and I won one of the raffle prizes, and turned out it was like a necklace or something, a piece of jewelry, which just so happens it was really close to my wife and I's anniversary. So guess what? She got jewelry for that anniversary. And yes, I did tell her that I got it for free at a raffle at work.
Oh,
That's not one of those things I could hide from her. That's back in the day where we didn't have any money, and she'd say, "Where did you get the money to go buy jewelry?" Honey, I stole it.
I teamed up with my sister once
Yeah.
to buy Tara a whole bunch of really nice jewelry, but my sister went crazy, and my wife knows what kind of things I buy her, and she kept going, tell her, just sending things in the mail from me, and I'm like, don't do that. Not only that, you sent so much stuff that Tara's not she doesn't collect a lot of jewelry. She just likes trinkets every now and then, right? So I was like, stop. Not only that, she knows it's not coming from me. She knows our finances. It's like, duh.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Sound like I'm yelling less now. Even if the fan wasn't getting it, I felt like I was yelling into the microphone, so I had to stop that.
Well, you're fine. You're okay.
But these two last characters, do you recognize them?
Let me
On the
see.
top. And then remember, this is just a really rough.
Is that the gray ghost?
That's the gray ghost, yes.
Yeah.
And
it's the spirit.
yep.
Very cool.
So I mean,
who's in the middle?
that's gonna be. Hold on, let me shut them down because everything's overlapping right now until I fix it. Dark Man.
Oh, look at that! Look at that slime! Isn't that wonderful?
I love slime too, but I thought you was like talking about my drawing. Like, look at that shit.
Nah, man, you're drawing.
Wait, it's Lego slime?
No, it's Mega Blocks. It's called Breakout Beasts. They come in these eggs, and inside there's a plastic membrane where you open it up. It's got slime, and all the pieces for the creature are in the slime. So that's kind of the fun part about putting this together is all the slime that comes with it.
That is very 80s, actually.
Ugh.
That is very gimmicky in the way that made things fun back in the 80s.
Well, if you have a boy that likes putting together creatures like this is absolutely fantastic because this is a lot of fun.
What boy doesn't like to open an egg with ooze, pull through the ooze, and put together some kind
and
of...
pull out what looks like a werewolf?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
See, Avery doesn't get to have this kind of fun. He doesn't have fun in his heart. Where I get to have this kind of fun all the time. Avery,
What?
do you want me to buy you a breakout beast so that you can put together a breakout beast?
No, I think they're trash.
Look at the size of this guy's arms, Kodiak.
Yeah, I like them.
Isn't that great? And the funny part is at the bottom of his teeth, it's green, and it looks like it's like foaming green. It's like, "Ugh." Actually, he's supposed to fire a green fire out of his mouth. So let me see. Isn't that great?
So, do y'all know the difference between a gargoyle and a grotesque?
No.
Gargoyle is not actually what everybody calls a gargoyle. A gargoyle is anything that spits water away from your. So any statue that spits water away. The statue that everybody calls, like even the show, the gargoyles, how they were all statues, those are actually called grotesques, and that's where the word comes from, grotesques, or it comes from a French word, and there's more etymology there, but basically, grotesque comes from those creatures. The reason we kind of get away with calling them gargoyles is the Catholic Church kind of took it and ran with it. So they called all their statues gargoyles, and their statues became more evil looking because it was supposed to ward off evil. Blah blah blah.
Right.
But,
that part I knew.
Right. In order to use the term gargoyle as a character, which would be not just simply the name, but it's something else. But I would have to go with the Catholic, base. And I don't know if I want to do that, especially with a bad girl book. Although one of my favorite bad girls was Magdalena.
Oh, I never got into that.
I just liked the way she looked, but the books kind of put me to sleep trying to get through them. I was done with books by then.
Yeah, I never got into the bad girl comic scene,
Yeah.
I mean, I did collect some of them, and I did buy some of them, but that's because at the time you could resell them, and they were worth something. But, yeah, they were never anything that I read or cared to keep or collect,
For us, Vampirilla's always been around.
Yeah.
Even you guys are older than me, old as dirt. Vampirilla's been around long enough. But can you imagine when she first came out, how people went, "What is her name?" and how silly is that?
Yeah.
So
I want some of the Warren books.
I love them.
That's what I want. Vampirilla is. I want those black and white Vampirilla magazines.
Yeah. Remember how I told you that it didn't end with Avengers 1 and 2 with my story of selling crap that I didn't know what I had?
Yeah.
Stacks of Conan, stacks of Vampirilla, and stack of other things I couldn't probably even tell you was in there.
Oh, Kodiak.
Well, my dad did it to himself too back in about 87, right before the big boom. Basically right when collectors were starting to realize they're valuable, but they didn't know how valuable they would become by 90. So I would say about 86. So he sold them to Ron Chamblin.
Oh my God, the Chamberlain Book Mine.
Yep. My dad helped him build his first store.
That's a good. Find some good graphic novels, man.
Oh yeah. That's all.
Find some serious gems.
Yep. That's what we do once a year. We pretty much only buy comic books once a year. And that's where we go. Graphic novel city.
Oh yeah. I need to go back over there to see what kind of like European stuff I can find people bring in.
I don't think Chamberlain's around anymore, is it?
Yeah, he's got 2 stores now. He's got kind of coffee shop downtown, which I have never been to, and he's got the Chamberlain Book Mine, which he literally turned into a book mine. I mean, he kept adding to that thing until...
Yeah.
My wife says it goes so far back that she's always, every time she's there, always afraid of a fire.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It's pretty tight in there. The parking lot, too, man. I hate taking my truck over there.
Yeah.
I've done it, but I hate it.
Yeah.
Like taking a pickup truck into their parking lot.
Yeah.
Was rough.
All right. Let's see. All right. Everybody's out there. Okay. Time for a quick peep show. I got something to share. My wife got these yesterday, and I'm very excited about sharing them with you. They are Chips Ahoy, Chewy Chips Ahoy brownie-filled chocolate chip cookies.
It's either really good or really blah.
We'll find out. But the image, she said she'd already tried some of these, and she said they would probably be better if you like microwaved them first for a few seconds.
Microwaved it for a couple seconds and had a nice glass of milk.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do either of those things because I don't listen to her.
You don't listen to anything.
She's a crazy lady. I don't listen to her, so. Oh, wow. They smell great.
Andrew is the Ozzy Osbourne of diabetics.
If they made a bat that was in the shape of a chocolate chip cookie with a peep head, I would eat it.
I was thinking more of the time he snorted his ants, and then they upped them, and Motley Crue pissed on the concrete and was gonna snort it, and he's like, "No, I'll do it," and he snorts it.
Yeah, that was a little disgusting, but all right. So here we are. Here's this cookie. These are very small cookies, but if you break them in half, they're very chewy. They have brownie pieces inside.
Oh, wow, amazing! Who would have thought that the cookie that says that has brownie inside would have brownie inside, like it showed you on the package? Amazing.
Hey, it's oftentimes the cover of the package is false advertisement. That's what they're selling you, but that's not what you get. But in this case, it's exactly what you get. But these are so small; they're so little. I mean, they're
but it's twice as thick as the normal cookies that size.
If YouTube ever kicks you off, you can always go to YouPorn and start your own diabetic porn.
Like feeder channel.
Yeah.
This is feeder porn.
Yeah.
This is actually very good.
Hey, Andrew, that's a real fetish. You might could get into that and make some money.
Fat guy sitting around eating cookies. Is that it?
No. That's people. They literally pay these models. And
do they pay models or do they pay fat guys?
Well, I'm sure there's dudes that are into other dudes into feeding, but
hey,
did you just weight shame me?
Maybe.
If I could find an audience whether it be girls or guys that like to watch fat guys eat cookies, man, I'd be in heaven.
Dude, it's probably a thing.
This is really good. Tosspot says, my kid is laughing at Andrew. Right back at you, guys. Right back at you.
We're cringing at Andrew. We're ashamed to know Andrew.
Now, I think the reason she got these, she went to Winn-Dixie with her mother, and she brought 2 of these packages home. I think there was like a sale, buy one, get one free, and that's why she got them. These are actually very good, guys. It's more like chocolate cookie inside a chocolate chip cookie and not so much brownie inside a chocolate chip cookie.
Echo.
I don't know. But they're pretty good. I got one more left, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Snort it. Snort the crumbs.
There is some crumbs, but I'm going to leave them in there.
That's one of those things that you obviously seen the Motley Crue movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those things that I've heard since the 90s. That story has been around since the 90s. And to see it like 20 years later, just see it on TV I was just dying. I was like, oh, man. Yeah. I'm like, they better get this part right. And they did.
All right. If you're into a cookie that has brownie in the middle, these ones were actually any of the Chips Ahoy cookie, the chewy versions, because I'm not a big fan of the hard cookies, but the chewy version, I recommend. I give this probably
Andrew, and you like your brownie in the middle.
I give this out of cookies, and I'm not a big cookie fan. I'm not a big cookie eater. I like cookie cake, the kind you get for like birthdays. I like those.
To eat cookies a lot.
But I give these probably 7.5 out of 10. It's right up there. They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
You guys
whether they're worth the price of admission, I don't know. But if you're in the mood for a brownie cookie and chocolate chip cookie, they're right up there. They're very good. So I recommend them. All right.
You guys have learned a skill I thought only my wife knew. How to ignore Kodiak.
Was that where we were supposed to be doing? Damn. Oh, you guys want to see what my project for this evening is going to be? Let me show you. Oh, let me take the camera down. Now, I told you guys about how we have this this fish tank that we're going to put in the store. That right there is the fish tank. And you can see it has a beam across the top. I'm going to use my Dremel and cut it off so that when we flip it over, Mike is going to have a diorama. He's going to put together a bunch of Lego sets from Lego Harry Potter. And we're going to flip the tank over so that it looks like a glass enclosed set. But check it out. Look what I got framed over there. I found a frame that had a double page spread in it from Hero that I wasn't doing anything with. It was just in storage. So I brought it out and I used the frame to frame the cover. And I'm going to try to find a place to maybe possibly hang that out somewhere in the store.
I would leave that at the house because isn't that supposed to be a tier when you relaunch Hero?
Most likely, yes. Well, it's not going to stay at the store.
I wouldn't even take it.
None of the art is going to this. Well, I would take it to show it off to people. That's why, like that bin that's behind there, that's all art that goes to the store. And as you can see, I have a stack of clean laundry over there that I haven't separated yet, and electrical cord on the floor, and yeah. But remember that big, huge stack of comic book boxes? They're all gone. They're all gone. They're at the store, and that's so fantastic. And my heart just twitters. It twitterpates a little bit with excitement. Oh, so tomorrow I found out I had a Blu-ray player in the living room that went missing. I don't know where it went. And I asked my daughter, I said, hey, do you have any idea where the Blu-ray player in the living room went? She goes, oh, yeah, it's in the backseat of my car. It's like thinking to myself, why is it in your car? And it turns out she borrowed it. Just so happens I was looking for it the day she borrowed it. So tomorrow we're going to go to the store. Oh, I got a new store building video that'll go up this evening, by the way, for anybody interested. Oh, that's kind of gross. Just realized that stuff was dripping from the breakout beast. But I have a new store video to go up to show you guys a little bit of some of the additions and improvements that I did this week. And tomorrow we're going to set things up, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited. So if you are local to Jacksonville, you want to come by and check out my store, please do. We're at the Beach Boulevard Flea Market over off of St. John's Bluff, Unit C15. We will be opening the doors probably around 10 o'clock or so. That's usually. Yeah, I know. I'm just hearing it. I don't know what that is.
It's coming from you.
Well, that's so weird.
Are you wearing a headset?
I am wearing a headset, but I'm not using the headset for talking.
Yeah, but something's picking you up twice.
I don't know.
It's not Kodiak.
Yeah, he's muted. I don't know. Oh, well.
And I don't hear the echo, so it's something weird.
So we did a drawing. We looked at original art that I got in the mail. We put together a breakout beast. We checked out the fish tank. We did a peep show segment. Man, this is a lot of stuff happening in this show. You guys, all the people that missed it are going to be so upset they missed it, No,
they're not.
Oh, wait a minute. I got a comment from D. He says, Andrew, stop eating that. Oh, yes, I did. I stopped. I only had 3. Actually,
when a man named D says stop eating that, he means business.
Oh, a serving size is only 2 cookies. And I ate 3. I ate a serving and a half. Man, I'm gonna be paying for that in the morning. Oh well.
We're paying for it now.
Yeah, you are. So Avery, what else you got going on? Anything you want to talk about?
No.
No? All right, good. What about you, Kodiak? Other than your air conditioning, what's going on with you?
Whole lot of. Never mind. I can't say that.
Hey, did you see that they did Earthworm Jim on the fan edition last night?
Yeah, I was so depressed, and I found out that Doug was on it, and I didn't make it. So
Did you at least share your Earthworm Jim
last
drawing
night,
that you did?
oh no, I do. I shared it on my Twitter and linked a whole bunch of people. Not a lot of people paying attention to me on Twitter. I hate Twitter. Maybe it's how much I say I hate Twitter to the ether.
I saw it.
Twitter.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's me and Avery. I that's it. That's all I see. No, I'm kidding. There's a couple more people. It's really hard to pay attention to Twitter because I don't.
I understand.
Twitter
can often be a very toxic place.
Yes.
Whereas Facebook is almost dead, Twitter is toxic. So you have to decide. Right. I to be honest with you guys, I prefer YouTube. I'd rather just stay on YouTube and do YouTube stuff. Speaking of which, Kodiak, when are you going to do another live stream?
Oh, I don't know. The way things are going, it's going to be a while.
Oh, all right. Well, definitely send out invites and let people know.
Yeah, I will. Like I said, it's going to be getting the air conditioner back up. Like, I come out. We bought a wall unit, a really small one. I didn't even know they made them that small. You got to be 5 feet from it in order to feel a difference, and it's in my bedroom. So
well, see, I put a window unit in the living room and then a window unit in each of the kids' bedrooms. And because their rooms are so freaking small, if you turn the thing on for 10 minutes and just shut the door, you walk in there and the whole room it's like freezing. Even on low it is because the rooms are so small.
See, what happened with us is we were renting a brick house, a house we liked. And all of a sudden they called us and said, we're selling. And I didn't even know if we could do it, but I'm like, tell them we're interested. So I convinced them that if we had to leave, it would take them a year to sell the house because they have to totally do. So we'll buy as is, right?
Right.
So we ended up with a nice sized brick house for really cheap. But I just learned that makes it a brick oven. It like really cooks you.
It absolutely can.
Yeah, it's
especially if it's not properly insulated.
Yeah.
And they've got to do that almost at the early construction stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're dealing with just straight brick, yeah, that can be difficult.
Well, no, it's brick and insulated. It cooks it and heats it because there's just no escaping the heat right now, the way the heat index is in Florida,
Mm-hmm.
Once the brick gets hot, it holds the heat.
Yeah.
Once it gets cold, it holds the cold.
And you want to hear the worst part? It's just started.
Yep.
Do you believe tomorrow is June 1st?
Yeah, and tomorrow they say they've been saying it's supposed to rain, but I don't know the way it's looking.
Well,
tomorrow starts hurricane season.
When I was at the store today working on it, I almost thought it was going to rain because it got overcast to the point where I thought it was going to rain, but it never happened. So actually, I was there. I was at the flea market the day Tuesday when it did rain here, and man, it was loud on the metal roof of the place. Very, very loud. Drowned out my Carrie Underwood CD I was listening to.
Why?
No. It never fails to disappoint you.
On that note, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Now that I've disappointed Avery completely.
Like, I was in a fine mood before the stream started. Now I'm just depressed.
Avery, I'm so sorry. Hey, did you get any pages finished this week?
Not yet.
All right. Well, let me know. I did save like the next 5 pages worth out there, so on the Dropbox. I don't know if you noticed that yet or not.
I know you uploaded something to it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I did. All right. Well, everybody, if you get an opportunity and you haven't already, please go over to Illustration Studio 7.62 and follow along with Avery, who I believe is going to start live streaming again soon, right?
I don't know if I'm going to live stream at all.
No.
But I'll probably start making videos again.
Oh, okay. Well, better than nothing, my friend. Better than nothing.
Probably in another week or so.
Oh, Scott's in the chat, and he says, yeah, and I drew mine earlier with his show. I wish I hadn't and jumped in, too. He's talking about the Earthworm Jim.
Yeah.
I kind of got an itching, a craving to do an Earthworm Jim drawing. Is he doing a contest right now or something?
No.
No, he just gets a lot of height.
I thought he was doing some type of contest, but okay.
But I mean, it's a good chance to get your name out there. I mean,
yeah, that's true. Avery, have you drawn Earthworm Jim yet?
Yeah.
Is that one you're interested in, or?
Nah.
Well, you did the Bigfoot Bill, which was great.
Oh yeah, I did that real quick on stream, goofing around.
Yeah, well, still. All right, everybody. I appreciate you all coming in and saying hi. D, Scott, Tosspot, Santa Raven was here too. I appreciate you guys coming in. We will live stream again on Monday. There may be some videos coming up this weekend. I'm hoping. I have my camcorder. I have my drawing table set up. I still need to set up a light at specifically for the drawing table, and I need to set up some type of rack in order to hold the camcorder. But I'm getting so close to getting stuff done, and I'm just very excited. So, all right, everybody, I appreciate you coming by, and we will see you next week. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye.